EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry of the game. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run with Cannon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The 29-yard line.
From the 29, Newton looking for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, 29 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is blocked and no good. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title battle. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
Dante Jackson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Philadelphia.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Back to Cannon again on first down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Here's Newton. His pass caught at the 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Brian Burns able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Well, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On second down, this is Cannon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Play action, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Newton now to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 5 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starter through 4,
he's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Panthers 27, Eagles nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Panthers' 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
The 28-yard line.
Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run. This is Cannon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. One more time, it's Cannon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton over the middle. It's Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They give to Cannon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. And now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cornelder. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And some room to work. And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Trenton Cannon, 94 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Derek Brown on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Miles Sanders.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run. So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
from the 16. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 25-yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Cannon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brandon Graham, his second sack of the night.
Third down and 9.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 9. On the carry, it's Cannon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. See, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Eric Berry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
3rd and 3.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Max 22, Max 22. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Now Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. We call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 5.
You got to get this stop here, D. Check 50. Check 50. Kill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
On play action, Rodgers. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
They go again with Cannon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.